Production.
What is poppin'? We're looking at the trade desk here. Okay, big tech stock. We're looking at a bunch of beast earnings. We had a split, 10-to-1 split. This is back in June 2021. So when we look at this weekly time frame and we're looking at this push to the upside, we have again a downtrend occurring from November 2021 to July 2022. We have a big pop and we revisit these lows. So what are we going to do? We're going to mark out this area right off rip. This is our zone, right? This is, looks like we're having a W pattern shaping up here. So essentially this is what it looks like. We have the top, we come reach a relative low into a support area, right? We pop, we reach a resistance that we struggled with in the past due to previous confluence in that area, and we come revisit the lows early January, and now that tech's ripping, you're seeing this name follow these follow the wave, or follow the rise of the rest of the boats, right? So this is what we're looking at, a potential move to the upside with TTD. So let's look at, again, weekly time frame, 8 EMA. Okay, just riding the 8 EMA. I think it's safe to say that we could use that as support. Again, let's look at the 21 just in case. We have this bullish cross of EMAs. What we could potentially see in the near future is we break the 8 EMA, right? So I wouldn't panic and just start shorting the shit out of it. What I would then look for is, do we hold the 21 EMA? The cross of these EMAs gives us a sign that the trend is changing. So we need to use these as our supports in the future to follow that trend. And I believe other institutional investors and algorithmic investors or traders will be looking at this as well. Again, the split was 10-to-1. So this stock at that time was about $750 a share, if I'm correct. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to do quick maths, but I'm not a mathematician. So if it was around $750 a share, it kind of, I'm trying to make comparisons in price, right? Look at Shopify. That was once at like, I'm pretty sure it was at like almost $2,000 a share, right? So they had a massive split. Do you really think it's just going to sit at under $100, Shopify? Do you think this is going to really sit at under $100 for a long period of time? Like, come on now, right? Eventually, due to just supply and demand, if this is a good stock, which it seems like it is, if we look at this weekly time frame, it's been uptrending since October 2016. We're just in a larger period of consolidation from December 2020 up until February 2023. Like, we're still in it, right? You could be looking at this, again, log chart, just to make things a little bit more easy to see. You could point this out as just a massive 2-3 year zone where we're developing a base before we continue to the upside, right? So this is going to be looked at as a zone where we were consolidating in for a few years before we get that push to the upside towards that move, right? So again, if you're big on tech, and you think that tech's never going to go away, and you think that whatever this company, I don't really know what they do, but if you think that they're going to continue being a profitable company, you look at their earnings, they seem to have great earnings continuously. Why not invest long term, and why not believe that this will eventually crack 100 towards this upcoming zone, right? Because once we get into blue skies and it's new all-time highs, there's less resistance in that area, so it's a little bit easier for the price to do something like this, where we get that big push, right? As you can see, 460%. Why? Blue skies. We just continue that uptrend, and look how we follow the 8 EMA here, right? So that's a perfect example of what I'm saying, where sure, we might break below the 8 EMA, but we'll retest the 21, right? We might break below the 8 EMA, but we'll retest the 21. And this all happens after the bullish cross that we got right around here, right? So again, weekly time frame, bullish cross right around here. I point out this area because it's after a downtrend. Okay, so we need to start believing in the trend, and if you think this is going to start getting away, why not look into holding shares long term or investing in option calls, leaps, for example, long term above an X, a certain price. So that's the breakdown here on TTD. Easy.